people would need accommodation.
Okay. The Arongo, how is the name of the region? Arongo?
Rongo.
E.
No. E. Okay.
Okay.
R
R.
O N G O.
Okay.
Erongo region.
Sí.
Now, having that mining, you need houses for workers. You will need houses for the new investors, meaning
Yes. And for business tourists.
and for business tourists. But also there is what is being referred to, which we have not started, medical tourists. In other words, you go and you take an insurance. Yeah, it is a new concept, medical tourist. No, this is
In Namibia?
Yeah, we would want to have that also in Namibia as new opportunity.
But what kind of...
You mean the people from other countries that come to Namibia to
from
make,
Africa or other countries?
Yes. Now look, when you have got many non-Namibians investing in there, they will need medical care.
Ah, okay.
We will need pharmaceuticals.
Okay,
And
for the foreign people living in Namibia.
Yes.
Ah, vabbè. Okay. No.
The issue of energy, with those
Sí.
property development in Erongo region and other parts, they can be supported with renewable energy because new houses would need more energy.
Rinnovabili.
So those are the areas for future investment, property development. Maybe yours here, because of the economic crisis, financial crisis, the property value goes down. In Namibia, property is going up.
The value of the property.
The value of the property.
Real estate.
Yes, real
It's
estate.
booming. I mean, it's booming not the number of construction of buildings, but the value. The
The
value.
value, and because the value is moving up, you would therefore need investors to invest in new constructions.
Okay. Houses or in general?
Houses, they would need hospitality facilities.
Sí.
When you start building like that, you will need more cement. You will need, apart from cement, you will need other building materials.
And you can use local workers. Okay.
Yes, you can use the local workers. But most of our materials, either we import them from China or from South
Cement,
Africa.
you don't produce.
We have one cement plant in Namibia, but the demand is still high for Namibia and other SADC countries like the DRC and Angola, which is in construction boom at the moment. They want to build the towns.
So the country import from China the raw material?
No, just finished product, cement.
Cioè, ma per l'edilizia non
Lui lo considera,
Building materials.
non una materia prima perché è mischiato con altre cose.
And we do have a local cement factory.
Cioè,
First, the prices are not competitive. It is too expensive for ordinary people to access. What do? They would prefer them to have the import products, which is competitive, a bit cheaper.
and what about the airports? I mean, you have one international airport in Windhoek and
One in Walvis Bay, which is in
Walvis Bay is also
the
international.
Erongo region.
Ah, ok.
But-
Sì. Walvis Bay e Walvis, sì.
Yeah, Walvis
Sì.
Bay, that's right.
But is Walvis Bay also connected to Europe? To Europe, maybe not. Maybe to regional.
You've seen our map. We are separated by Atlantic Ocean. On the other side, you find Brazil, Chile, and
Okay.
that side.
South America, from South America.
Yes. This is why it is an important harbor.
Hub. Okay.
Walvis.
Walvis.
The other one. Walvis.
Walvis Bay.
Ah, it's connected to Latin America, to South America.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
It is separated by Atlantic Ocean.
Ora ho capito. Okay.
So everything from Europe, they come through Walvis
Through
Bay
Walvis.
harbor.
From Europe?
Yes, even from Europe, they come through. Yes. You don't go this way. See, this is.
No,
That's
but they
maybe-
told me that the only airport connected by direct flight to Europe is Windhoek, or
Yeah,
is
that's
it
by
from
air. That's by air.
By air. Yes.
Wolfie Bay,
talking-
it's a port facility.
This is a port.
Ah, okay. No, I was thinking of
No,
airports. Ah,
there are two. You have international airport in Windhoek, but there is also international airport in Walvis Bay.
Ah, ok, cioè.
But Walvis Bay also has got a port harbor.
Sì, una hub per la messa.
Ah, ok. Lato
To get to Windhoek is through Frankfurt. It's a direct flight. Windhoek, yes.
Ah sì, Giulia, 6 times a week, and it will become a daily flight
The next
starting
year.
from April, next April. Ce l'ha detto quello di Arnamidi.
Sì, sì, me l'ha detto anche lui. Regarding the small and medium enterprise, what kind of facility your country can offer to the European and Italian small and medium enterprise? Before I listen in zero tax, economic zone for developed activity, what kind of facility your country can offer? Just a moment.
Prendi il mio posto. Take my place because I have to go. Nice to meet you, eh? Ciao, and have a nice flight home. Ciao cara.
Gli voglio chiedere cose io. C'ho la sedia.
Our small medium enterprises, in brief referred to as SME, we are encouraging them to develop them. The incentive that we give for their development is more in manufacturing. With our manufacturing, whether you are small or big, you have 8 to 10 years, you pay less tax because of your manufacturing. Instead of 34%, you pay 18 or 20%.
Excuse me, can you repeat 18 or no 8
Yeah, 20%
of tax?
tax for manufacturing as an incentive. That also
Manufacturing in
Namibia. Yes. For corporate taxes, it's 34. Now you will be exempted from the 34 because you only pay that.
34,
34%.
for corporate tax.
Yes.
Okay.
But if it is manufacturing, you have that one for a period of 8 to 10 years.
Okay.
Now the other difference is that with that manufacturing, you will apply for an infant protection.
On the workforce.
No, infant because you are still small. You apply that you are protected so that the big guys don't come.
For the young people.
Yes.
Yes. No, this is protezione degli
For
infantili.
infant factory.
Il lavoro minore, esatto.
Child don't
You
work
are
in
against the infant work.
No, no.
No.
We are saying because you are small factory,
Yeah?
you must first grow to compete. Therefore, we protect your small industry.
Ah, ok, non i bambini. Ah, chiaro.
Not small children.
A small company.
Yes.
Small company.
okay.
What kind of action you offer for protect the small company?
It will depend on what need you will require. Because they vary.
But in example, for a small company with 20 people, 25 people working, a manufacturing company, maybe in wood, in example, and what kind of protection can offer against a big company?
If you are supplying 20% of that commodity in Namibia, we will create a room, a market for you, so that there is a market for you to sell your goods.
On the local market.
Yes. There is a protection of that infant factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
And about tourism, do you think that Angelina Jolie
They did a wonderful job.
at Namibia, in knowing Namibia from the people in USA?
No, technically it grew up after Jolie, Angelina, and the tourism picked up because.
Was useful for you?
Oh, very much. Very much.
Okay, and
So you can also come and have your baby in the middle.
in the future?
Yes, of course, in the future. You must first plant it in before you. We shall protect your individual freedom
Ah, okay, thank you.
from paparazzis. So that the baby enjoys the love of the mother, and the parents.
And what about your presence in Europe? Now you have a representative office.
Yes.
Do you think to enlarge that, to enhance services for Italy?
At the moment, it is, because we don't have much. This is why we've got a consulate who's being coordinated from Paris.
Ah, okay, coordinator.
Yes. It is a means, in terms of money, to keep it open to have a fully fledged embassy. It's a bit. But that is for the central government, the president, to decide with the advice from the Minister of Foreign Affairs. I like your innovation.
Yes, it's wonderful. I'm a professional. I'm always like this all my life. I can't do anything. But I have a very big baggage too. Because it's like, come si chiama la borsa di Tabeta? No. La borsa di Tabeta. I have everything inside.
Is it? Oh, okay. You got a laptop?
Yes, also. I have camera, I have to do film.
Okay.
Everything. This is mine. Books to give you.
I see.
I'm going to. Peter told me to come to give you things to do. But I'm waiting for they are more serious than me.
And
So I
what
gave you
about?
my card, huh?
Okay, thank you. Okay, and what about your targets? Your targets.
Okay. Yeah. What about the target?
I know that in Namibia there are lots of honeymoons from Italy.
Animals.
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
No,
People marrying and.
And
Yes.
was Namibia
Yes, there was a lady
travel?
here this morning.
Metta dentro,
Okay.
poi loro
It was not you know, it was, yeah, there was one.
Dai.
Yeah.
Went with the husband.
Ok, esatto.
They
La
got married.
ringrazio,
So
buongiorno.
are you interested in luxury target? Or
Everybody,
family
you
target?
have others, you come here from a 5-star hotel. Now, if you want to get to Namibia into a 5-star, there is a 5-star hotel.
Yes, it's
But if you want to be different, to experience, you know.
I did the both, eh?
Exactly.
Sì.
Our target is everybody.
You have medium accommodation.
Oh yes. We have. If you prefer to sleep in a tent, we will put up a tent for you there. If you want to have DSTV and know what is happening in Europe, we will give you also that facilities.
Okay.
Yes.
Last one, eh?
Okay. And last question. Some people tell me.
Now we're going to. I will tell you after them, okay?
Very good.
Because we are in queue for you. There is a queue for you.
No problem. That's right.
Seems that you are the most important. You are the delegation
Someone told
head.
me that Namibia is quite dangerous if you are not organized, if you drive alone. It's true. What could you suggest to
No,
tourists in Namibia?
Those things they happen is in exception. It is not every time or every day it happens. We were in Spain. You see, that's my deputy permanent secretary. We were waiting for the bus to come. His bag, the whole bag with passport, money, everything, just stolen. That thing can also happen in Namibia when you don't look after them.
Yeah.
But it is not every day and every
No,
time.
but it's
Speriamo
better
che Reggio questo.
to choose to buy an organized travel,
Exactly.
not going alone or rent a car.
Yes, we have many rentals of vehicles, of tourists. They will give you a map. It is easy to find out because the country is too big. You travel alone, you check the criminals sometimes, they know because the police would catch them. So they are not always just there wait for you.
Not about the
So they will first check.
roads.
No, the roads, we've got tar roads. Long roads. They are safe only during rainy season between January to March. Then the roads are wet, but we will tell you, tourists don't travel this road because it is not safe. You can get stuck. And because it is big, nobody might come and help you there. Because people visit maybe twice in a week, and then you don't have help. But the telephones are there. You phone the rental company, there's always movement.
Okay.
So you can travel alone, but it is not advisable because you can easily get tired
And sleep.
and then sleep, and then you overturn.
Certo perché c'è nessuno, there is nobody there. You can drive for a lot of kilometers
Yeah,
and you don't meet anybody.
exactly.
But perhaps a rhino.
Yeah.
So it's better to buy for a driver, a Namibian driver,
Use a local driver.
local driver.
Yeah. It's sometimes difficult because they may not be reliable. That person might not be reliable. They can cause harm to you because you don't know them. If the company where you rent the car can advise that they have a reliable driver, yes, maybe it is better. Or the people that you will liaise with can advise and select for you a driver. Not anybody, as long as he can drive. It's not safe.
Cioè già non so quanto
Because they
spazio. No,
start
non è quello,
developing
già non so
criminal
quanto
minds.
spazio.
As a lady, they
Quanto
start
spazio
thinking of
abbiamo
rape
per sta roba qua, perché devo
stealing
dire,
your money,
io speravo
killing
anche di
you
trovare
because they
più
know
aziende italiane.
people don't know that type of thing. So it's human
A
nature.
driver proposed by the rental
Le
company.
aziende italiane sono scappate, cioè erano qua dentro ma poi sono andate
And
via.
people go to Namibia to do safaris.
c'erano perché
There are
io voglio
other
chiederglielo
attractions.
Oh yes, there are many attractions. There are many attractions. the tour operators would advise you, depending on which route you are taking, you will find traditional dances.
Cioè, guarda adesso, non so, voglio vedere
You'll
dentro
find
lì. No, qui le tende italiane
in the rest
c'erano,
camps traditional foods.
Beh, ma costa un cazzo. Secondo me vestire
You will
costa
find
quanto costa una casa?
you can also sleep with the people
Ma
there.
lì la proprietà della terra è tua o dello Stato?
You will be advised not to walk with huge cash on you
C'è la,
because the banks
cioè
are.
tipo in Inghilterra che il terreno della
Because if you
regina.
have all your cash with you, anything can happen, then you are in trouble.
Okay. There are many banks, many
So rather just take enough cash that you can use, but not everything with you. It's not.
Yeah. As everyone, it's better. So many games. Other things to do in Namibia? Other attractions?
Other attractions we now have started with cutting and polishing of diamonds. So you will go and buy your diamond in Namibia, where it is being mined and being polished.
Yes, but why
Many are very cheap.
why do you give the beards the right to work them, to work diamonds? You should do it alone, because in this way the prices are imposed from
Yeah. Yes,
Holanda.
it is a good question.
Yes.
But the beers has been there. What we have done is that the beers has given its 50% share to the government now. We are now 50-50 with the beers. And because of that, we said we need to give rough diamonds to our local jewelers. This is why within 21 years we now have got 13 cutting and polishing factories in Namibia, of which as a tourist you can go there and buy straight from there.
yes, but,
While the rest,
yes, but the Italian people, when for instance my mother, because I don't understand anything about diamonds, so I can't buy anything. But my mother bought something, yes, really, with me this summer, and she says that the difference is not so much rather than in Italy. So if you
So the price are high.
too high for people to buy. I mean, there is
did she
no
buy rough diamonds or finished?
finished.
Where is it? One of the jewelries or one of those cutting and polishing factories?
In the shops, in the
Yeah, then it's the jewelries because they have already added up their market, their markup. But there are 13 cutting and polishing.
But is it true, Holland, Polish, the beards impose the price? Is it
Only
true?
those
Is it
under
true?
them.
Is it true? No?
Only those under them. Only those being mined by the beards. As of now, there are private individuals in the diamond mines as well.
Okay.
So the beers is not the only player, but he's the biggest player so far. But we have created other individuals now in the market.
Okay. So there is much more
There's a competition.
Competition, yes.
Yes.
What you can tell about the workforce and the education of the workforce in your country?
Well, with the cutting and polishing.
No, not in the cutting, also in the manufacturing, on the fishing, etc., etc.
You remember I said there that we have got all this. We need your expertise, meaning that
Okay,
is
this is the good
Statement.
a question. Because you know that Italy is in a difficult moment, economical difficult moment, like Europe. So it's very difficult that Italy can invest money in Namibia because we are not so much rich in this moment. Okay?
We are in
so
a
what
crisis.
do you think? Is it possible to? Is there any chance for young intellectual? Italian people to technicians, I say, to
Io-
work
no,
in
io
Namibia.
l'avrei fatta.
What do you think? What do you think that there can be
I
an
am a-
exchange of teachment or
No, io volevo dire, sono una società italiana, vado in Namibia, che competenze trovo sul posto?
non ci stanno, l'ha detto lui.
Però pian pianino qualcheduno avranno... You have a university in the...
Yes, we have a university.
Cioè,
Two universities, one national and one private university, and a polytechnic.
Okay. So, do you think is there any chance for Italian technician? For instance, I have a friend of mine who is an agronomist. So, do you think is there any chance for these technicians, Italian technicians, to work to, I don't know, to offer their professionality
For
to
a
teach people in Namibia?
The chance is there, but there must be an investment
Yes.
for that skills to be applied. We take
Okay.
manufacturing.
Okay.
Now, we need somebody to invest in the manufacturing for which that skills would be needed. We as Namibians, this is why we say we cannot,
Which kind of segments of
I mean, all kinds. I'm here talking of textile industries.
textile? No, in Italy we have textile.
but you are as a greenfield. Your country is more or less around zero from the manufacturing activity.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need that investment in terms of money to get that technology there and the skills. It makes no point.
But
We have the equipment, but there is nobody to use that equipment. So it has to go hand in hand. You with me?
I understand.
Yes.
But do you think that the Namibian government can cooperate with Italian technicians to do the project?
At the moment, it will not be just an
Yes.
open thing, because the need is with the technology that go hand in hand with the skill.
Yeah.
You with me? But you can have now an Italian technician. The person may just be seen as, yes, you are taking our job. Because what is it that you're bringing to the table? We don't have a manufacturing
That's
yet.
why I want to ask.
Yes.
Okay? I want to understand.
Yeah.
Because I always talk about culture and
Go.
You have to go now.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. All the
See
best.
you next time you come in Italy.
Good. All right.
We are waiting
And then
for
next
you.
time you do your honeymoon in Namibia, eh?
Oh yeah.
you will
No, a little child.
No, io volevo capire, allora, però ho capito che
Thank you,
loro
bye bye.
cercano
All right.
tutto, cioè
Bye.
competenze, macchine, impresa.
So you are for economy, no?
Yes, trade and industry,
Okay.
which obviously the mandate is about the economy.
So this is a question of internal economy. If I
Yes,
can
please.
understand. Yes. So when I came the first time in Namibia in 1995, that's why I wrote the book.
Yeah.
The situation was very. Namibia was always wonderful, but it was different from the social point of view because in Windhoek there was no black man. Now it is full of black men, so it's normal. No? Okay. So I understood the progress and the fact that Namibia changed. So I think that you well worked during these 20 years. Okay? But talking with the taximan, he said that it doesn't gain enough to live in Windhoek. He gains 300
He doesn't?
gains in a sufficient way to live well in Windhoek. So I understood that the situation is better, of course, also is going on. That it's good. Namibia is growing very much, but still there is a different style of life among
You have got
black
two
people
worlds.
and white
First
people.
world
Yes.
and the third world.
Yes. So what do you think to do? You made the agrarian reform. So, and this is, I'd like to understand very well what it is exactly, if you can explain me.
You wanted to understand what is?
It is exactly the agrarian reform, first of all. Agrarian reform, I know there was agrarian reform. The reform,
Agrarian.
agriculture.
Agriculture.
Lands,
Land reform.
Yes. Land reform. What is it exactly? Can you
Land,
explain me?
land reform
Yes.
simply means that before independence, we had non-Namibians who bought most parts of the valuable and arable land. Arable, where you can grow fertile land, in other
Okay.
words. At independence, because during that time, all the
bought?
Namibians, yes, well, whether bought or just taken, because they were in charge. They were pushed out and pumped them into reserves or communal areas to create for these commercial entities. At independence, we said people need land to make a living. Whether it is now agriculture or mining, you need land to make a living.
Yes.
Now the land reform simply means that if you own at that point in time 20,000 hectares of land, the government is saying you must offer a portion thereof to the government. The government buys and resettle Namibians who don't have land, who also want to work on the land.
So you are going to give land to the people.
Yes, that is the land reform. But we also have what we call absentee land laws. What that means, there are, there could be some Italians, Spanish, Canadians, because we got from New Zealand, South Africans, Germans, who own land in Namibia, farms, huge. They don't live there. They only go once in a year just to have nice time and get back. And they are not willing to sell the land to the government to resettle the people. That is called absentee landlord.
How is it written?
Yeah, absent.
Absent.
Yeah.
Li,
Absentee,
absentee.
yes,
Land.
landlord. In other words,
Lord.
it is people owning land
They
or
don't
farms.
use.
They don't live there and they don't
Because
use.
I saw there are very big properties
Yes.
of land.
Yes. When you
Each
ask
one
who is this
has
one?
a
No,
private
it's-
park.
Exactly. No, it is von Lulsdorf or Heidemann, living somewhere in Düsseldorf or somewhere in Hamburg. And you cannot take it because land is defined as a right.
Right.
It's your private right. And therefore the government cannot just take it.
Because
You understand the
yes,
issue
I
of
understand.
absent?
Yes,
So
now I
the
understand.
issue of
Yeah, because
land,
I think it's good.
the issue of the land reform, it is to reform the land ownership,
Okay.
to take this and allow that, because if we don't do that, they will again revolt. I say, but we don't have land. There's a land, nothing is happening.
Are you giving this land to other people who work land?
Excuse me, I apologize. Nice to meet you, Minister.
All right.
See you the next time.
All right.
Thank you. Ciao, ci sentiamo.
Are you giving this land to?
Yeah, the idea
The
is that they
state.
must use it productively.
Okay. And what about San Bushman? This is a difficult problem. Do you know?
Yes,
San?
yes, yes,
No,
we know the San.
because
They
nobody,
also there.
everyone they told me that I know that I have to call it son, but nobody knows the word son. I don't know. So,
Yes, the government has put in programs
Yes.
to also bring them into the mainstream of the economy.
them,
Them. by-
son people.
Yes, the San people.
Oh,
By also encouraging them and paying for their school fees. First to attend school, because education is a key.
yes, but they have no money.
No, this is what I say, even to pay for their school fees. But the law in Namibia is that a child cannot be turned away if the parents cannot pay school fees. The same with the son. We're encouraging them and say it is a constitutional right to attend school.
Yes, because I met them finally for the first time in my life, and it was very interesting meeting, I have to say, because they are very interesting. And they say, I asked them if they want to live in an Occidental way, and they say that they have no choice anymore because they can't hunt. What does it mean?
It simply means that. So they cannot just be living that nomadic life. They must also be part of the Namibian society. That is what it means. So if you hunt, you must get permission. And these are not only in Windhoek, but everywhere. But we must include them so they cannot remain marginalized. To that effect, we've been calling to everybody. But this marginalized society like the San, we have designed a special program which is being coordinated by the Deputy Prime Minister, only to concentrate on the plight of the San. They are now also in business because they can now do bee honey to harvest. Yes. They can manufacture their own coffins. When you're dead, they put you in there. Slowly but surely, wherever they have been identified, it is being coordinated by the office of the Deputy Prime Minister and report directly the progress to the President.
And what about Himba?
The same with the Himba. Yes, those two are referred to as marginalized. They used to live somewhere in the mountains.
But it's not only marginalized, they are always very original. I mean, for me, okay, I understood everything. I
Okay.
understand that they
Yeah.
must be modern, they live better.
Yeah, because
it's
marginalized
very
in the
difficult
sense
for
that-
me to say the two things together.
Marginalized in the sense that they are kept to one side. And they are told, no, you must remain original.
Yes, because
now
it's
they don't
not
attend
said
schools.
that they no have values. No, they have values. They have the same.
Their kids, the children can't attend school. If they don't attend school, how will their children be part of the future Namibian nation? Then they will remain uneducated.
Okay.
They will remain excluded from the economy.
And spare. China in Namibia. I know that China in Namibia invests a lot.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Who doesn't want to do business with China?
Yes.
Everybody. You have got Chinatowns also here,
Yes,
like
yes,
anybody else. So we also want to benefit from China's purchasing power, technology, like anybody
Yes.
else.
Where? In which domains? Which? Everywhere. In fishery.
No, they are not in fisheries. I know that they are in heavy construction work. They in high technology. We're importing quite a number of cement also from China. And some have made use of that environment to also move into general trading, which is what we would not want to encourage.
But I have never seen a Chinese man in Namibia this year. There
No,
are.
they are there. You
From
go into
outside,
the
they
most
send
remote,
money.
the
They are the
most
richest in
remote
the world.
areas. You will find them everywhere.
Are you a Wambo? Are you a Wambo?
No,
No?
no.
Which ethnic? No, which?
I'm a Namibian.
Yes, okay. Okay. You don't don't. Okay, this is a good answer. So what do you think? Okay, I asked everything. Oh, finally. And so what do you think to do to get the situation for normal people better than now? I mean, if the taxi man can't buy the car and to be independent from the head, what can
You see, with the
to live
tax,
better?
let me put it this way. Our tax system is like this. If you earn, we have what we call thresholds to exempt low income and poor people from paying tax. Those earning 40,000 Namibia dollars per annum, they don't pay a single tax. They get whatever their salaries, they don't pay any tax. And then from 41,000, then you have gradual, 15%, 20%, and we have
Because I saw prices in Namibia are poorer.
it is because of that. We said because of all these other taxes like your value-added taxes and
Yes, they
these,
say.
let us allow the poor people to have more cash that they can spend
Yes.
instead of everything you pay again back to the state. So we collect this. We have designed another system, tax brackets
Yes.
for the high incomes that they pay more to subsidize the
Because
threshold.
until now it wasn't in this way.
No, until three years ago. That's when we introduced it.
So do you think it is going to? They are going to live better? Because
Well, it is an ongoing battle.
they were a little bit hungry.
It's an ongoing battle. It's not going to solve the poverty now,
And
etc.
I knew that unemployment was growing up. It's true. It's 51. Is it true? I don't know exactly. 51.
And yeah, that figure, they have not taken the informal sector into account. And we've got the majority working for themselves. So the understanding then was, if you don't work for the government, if you don't work for salary every month, then you are unemployed. But the others thought it is a better way that if I say I am working, they will ask me to pay tax. So they say, no, I am not working
Okay.
to
Yes,
avoid
but
paying tax.
do you think they live well?
We still have got, those
He said
those living well up here and the third world, which is the poverty is still there. It's a fact. When I say first world and third world, I'm sure you can understand. So I wouldn't say that they are all living well.
So I think this is as a foreigner, no? I visited now Namibia. I think that this is the most important problem now there.
Like
you
the
have
San
no
community.
problems.
Like
You
the
have-
San community.
Yeah. No, but they are not poor. I mean, it's different. Now, poor is one person that can't eat. They can eat. I mean,
You find more of those with the subsistence
yes.
farmers.
Yes.
Thank you very much
Oh,
for your
okay.
time. Okay.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
the last question. The last question. I finished.
Oh, no, the gentleman only. Yeah. So you sure you have cleared your
Yes, I think that.
poverty? There is still. This is why we want investment
Yes, I think
to
that
fight the
now in
poverty.
Namibia, you must put a bus for people that have no car. Because I understood that there isn't a bus, a state bus, going around Namibia. There is the train, which is very beautiful, but it doesn't go everywhere.
No,
True.
we still don't have that.
Yes.
You pay for public transport.
It's because we took with us 3 or 4 people, and it was very interesting because we met, we talked with them about tradition, a lot of things.
We still,
Yes, I think
public transport.
you
They still
need-
pay
yes.
public transport.
I think because they are on the way and they wait on the corner, people passing.
No, we don't have free.
And there are some towns that have no
Yeah.
public service.
No,
The
this is a
train is
challenge.
very beautiful. train. It's really very beautiful. I will take once in my life because it's
Okay.
wonderful.
Our
But-
Desert Express.
Yes, but they told me, because I made this question, and they told me that it doesn't go everywhere. That's why there
Yes,
are
no, it
people
is true.
waiting on the way.
It is true.
And they have a kind of, or they go on foot, or they have a kind of charts, boards with something there. Yes,
Yeah. You can go now and then you will see the difference.
yes.
You will see the difference.
And okay, this is my book.
Okay.
Because we came in 1995 after independence.
Okay.
And Isiao, now some publicity, come si dice? Sì, I'm talking about my institute.
Okay.
This is an institute of research and on African subjects. Institute, yes, Italian, Africa and Oriental Studies.
Okay. Oh, so
And this is near university. And
So you published in 2009?
yes, that now it's ready in English language. Now it is in Italian. But the English version is ready. That's why I met Roberto Gressoldi, Peter Johannessen, okay? And now I met San Uyoma when I came back.
Okay.
And I talked about the free...
Himpas, yeah?
Yes, the free
There's difference.
listen, the president of Isiao chose Herrero and Dimba because of the German people that killed
So this
them.
is you?
Yes.
Sure you were. Fucking gorgeous girl, huh?
Huh?
You were a fucking gorgeous girl.
Yes.
But you are not that old.
This is my... And so I wrote this book. And yes, this is a film on the journey and with photos.
Very good.
Okay, this is for you.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Thank you to you. Huh?
All right. I hope I have helped clearing some of your
Yes, no.
outstanding questions.
Yes, because I didn't have the chance to do them.
Good.
So
Yes.
I'm prepared on Namibia.
Okay.
I'm
Very good.
more prepared than the others. Okay. Thank you very much.
Now, it is now the time for us to
Go away, yes.
to address poverty.
To come back to Namibia, I love Africa. Really.
Yes, please.
This is come from Africa. This is Ambra. It's wonderful. You have.